Well, hello, hello, hello. And thanks for joining us on Vacation Station TV, your virtual getaway. It's Friday night. Yes, it is. How are you all doing? It is a nice night, isn't it? It's very nice. Beautiful temperature, 75 degrees. Just as I got out of the car, just got home, Miss Marie and I, and she's getting changed, probably showering, get ready to have her meal, as always. So hopefully you're all doing well. And what has happened in your week so far? What have you been doing? 7:34, if I'm not mistaken, on a Friday night. Looks like we're gonna have good weather for the weekend. No real mention of any foul weather, and that's very, very good. Had a very busy week. Really busy day today. I've been out shooting all day since 10:30 this morning. I have been shooting video. Wow, I'm tired. I'm shooting a lot of video all over the place, and I like that. I like keeping busy. I like keeping ahead of the wolves. You know, so I'll be uploading some videos, and I have to apologize for the glitch in the latest video. I believe I believe I've narrowed it down. I notice when I'm using these really high graphic, they're 3D high graphic. What do you call them? Graphics letters. And hi, Tom. How are you? Good to see you. Let me move this just a little bit closer so I don't have to. There. Is that okay? Is that okay with everybody? There. See a little bit. Hi, Larry Greenman. Where you been, Larry? Marie's been asking about you. What happened to Larry? Did I say something wrong? I don't think so. I think Larry's probably been busy. Bring this down just a little bit. Ozzy the cockatoo. Hi, Amanda. How are you? Good to see you. How's Mr. Ozzy and how's Mr. Lee doing? More important, how is Mr. Lee? Hopefully he's doing okay by now. But I think I narrowed it down to the 3D graphics that I'm using, which, as you know, that program I'm using is a really intense movie making professional thing. And I, it, when I use those graphics, I don't think YouTube can handle that. Hi, Terrell, or Terrell. Is it Terrell or Terrell? With the two R's, I think it's Terrell, right? Cockerham. Good evening to you. Tom Man had to cancel trip in June. Why? Hope to see you later that year. Hope everything is all right. Larry Green, I've been in the hospital. Ah, there it is. Are you okay? And what was wrong, may I ask? And if not, that's fine. Just say something personal. Personal. Did you go through with that sex change that you were talking? I mean, I didn't mean to say that. You're not going through a sex change. Just Terry. Okay, Terry. There you go. Hi, Terry. Good to see you. That made that a lot easier. So I think that is my problem, and that really disturbs me because I enjoy using those graphics. You know the graphics I use, there's fire in them, and they're intense. They eat up a lot of memory, and um, they are hard on the computer. And I think what happens is when YouTube is compressing, because that's what they do to all of our videos, they compress our videos, even if you're shooting 4K Ultra. They compress the thing down to 1080. That's the way it is. Deal with it. Um, I think what happens is those graphics get screwed up, and they can't grab all that information. It is too much. So I'm gonna probably back off on those high three. I'm gonna do T. I have uh, single type graphics that everybody uses. You know, the typical block and all that stuff, which is too simple for me and too boring for me. But I have 2D graphics, which makes there's a little depth to them, and they're basically the same. But then there's 3D, which I hadn't even touched the 3Ds that I have. I'm talking that blocks could spin. I mean, the words can spin and come out to you and do all sorts of cool things. But I tried a couple of times. This is going back a few months, and it didn't like it. The computer's fine. It's YouTube didn't like it at all. It's I took that video down. You can't see that now, but I was trying to do a really good intro with high resolution, custom graphics, and it just didn't like it. So I guess that's it. But the whole thing is I apologize for that those little glitches. When you see like my face pop up, it does that at 15:30 on the newest video, 15 minutes 30 seconds, and it just pops up. It can't handle because right there is the graphic. There's 3D graphics, and it spins and it has fire going through it. It's too much, too much. You know, YouTube's not going to let me do what I want. I'm okay. Had prostate surgery. Oh, did it go all right? Hopefully it went good. Did they get it all? I hope so. You know what you need? You need a couple of weeks or even a month up here in the mountains. That's what you need. That's exactly what you need. These mountains will make you feel so much better. You'll feel really good. The air is really fresh out here, and it just it feels good. And I can attest that I have gotten much healthier since I moved up here. So is Marie. She's even healthier. She used to have a lot of sinus problems and joint problems from the dampness in Florida, and we just don't have those problems as bad. Now, when the rain is coming, like it did, was the day before yesterday, I hurt. I hurt. I mean, just as you get old, you hurt. That's just the way it is. But nothing like in Florida, man, because it rains every day in Florida, especially around this time. You can count on it between 2 and 3 o'clock. There's a thunderstorm, and it's going to be damp, and it's going to be muggy for the rest of the day, and 90 degrees, and never again, never again, never again. But today shot a lot of stuff, a lot of cool stuff, and you'll start seeing it come up. And I promise I'll get rid of the graphics, and hopefully that is my problem. Otherwise, I may have to just go with a new program that is more friendly to YouTube, more simple. And I don't like simple. I like complicated. I enjoy the intensity of a good graphic movement and things that make that video smooth and those little nuances that nobody sees but I do. I mean, none of the programs that any of you guys have audio ducking. It has none of that stuff, keyframing. It just doesn't have that. And you don't even see the keyframing or the audio ducking, but it's there. But all I can say is don't buy those high end products because they're not going to work because they just don't work with YouTube too well. I've got movies that won't even play on YouTube. Terry, if you don't mind me, well, where'd you go? Asking what program are you using? Maya Pro Studio. Maya Pro Studio is a professional program that you use in movie making and used in television and studios and stuff. And I bought it a while ago, not all that long ago, but it's a $3,000 program, and it's meant for studio. It's meant for TV and movie making. Hi DJI in the house with the coveted blue wrench of love. Yes, they did this, and yes, I do a month in the. Well, come on up. Come on, I'll show you where you can heal. I'll show you all the cool places if that's what you want. Steve White, how are you? Good evening. Thank you for joining me. I commented on um, your comment to me. I try to get back to them as soon as I can, especially if I'm going upstairs or downstairs. I go over to the computer because I usually leave the downstairs one on for most of the day, and I go down there and check, see if there's any messages, and I try to answer them right away and do the best I can. It, it's uh, it's busy today. When I got home, um, I think I answered you then at that time, and then I went back out again. It's always come and go, come and go. I'm back, I'm gone, I'm back, I'm gone. But I enjoy it. I'm not complaining at all. I'm not complaining. I really enjoy what I'm doing. This is this is fun for me. I got all the time in the world and nowhere to go. You know, just right around the mountains. Dolly Moore, did you get the other bird feeder up? I put another bird feeder up. Yeah, absolutely, and I will continue to feed my birds. Haven't seen Rosie, but that's not an issue. And probably if some of you read some of the comments on the bears, a few of those people when I dug down deep and looked into who they are, the people, especially the nasty ones. There's some nice ladies there that were very kind, and they were just worried about our welfare, and I appreciate that. I do understand that, but there's a couple of them out there that were just downright, we call the cops, and this is what. Well, when I traced them down, which is not very hard for me, I found out that they have one of them had 4 subscribers, not, and I wasn't one of them, but they had one there that I don't particularly respect. One, and I'm not going to mention their name, but this pair, this couple, are. I was warned that they're troublemakers. I was warned that they sent some trolls over to us because they don't like the fact that we came into town here and upset the status quo. And I told the guy that I hadn't seen any movement of that, and this happened a couple of weeks ago. But now I'm seeing where it is because all I do is I trace these people down. I go, well, you got 4 subscribers, and I'm not one of them. But you came to our channel to bitch and moan and threaten me. I said that's very interesting. And one called me a lack of intelligence because I made, believe it or not, a typo. I made a typo? Perish the thought. That happens all the time. I'm not the best typer in the world. I'm not even a good typer, a typist. I'm not. I type. I use one finger. Well, I use one finger in each hand. But I never. That doesn't denote my intelligence. It just tells me what a terrible typist I am. So I found that not offensive, but it showed a lack of intelligence from that person's end. And I'm sorry, DJI, Steve Rosie. Yeah, I really dislike the fact that the others did a Sakura video right after. Yeah, I know, and it was right after mine. You do know that. And if you notice, they did another thing tonight right after we did. If you check it out, Marie and I did a live from Anakista, and if you notice, and and between you and I, when Marie and I went up to Anakista, it was yesterday, I guess it was. I don't remember anymore days. Anyway, I did notice those people, and they deliberately turned their back and scurried away like roaches in the light. They scurried away. And I was ready to say hello. I was going to say, hi, how are you? And they just scurried away. Well, people like that don't scurry, but you know what I mean. Um, so I know what the game is. I'm used to games. When I was in radio, especially radio, not necessarily television, but in radio, I had a lot of attackers. I had a lot of um, guys that had been entrenched in some of these older stations, and they'd been there for years and years, and they weren't doing anything. They were just doing the same crap that they always do. And my goal was to get into the top three in Tampa, and I'd started from the bottom, and I figured I'd have to take these 3 guys out. The only way is you take out your competitor and you move yourself into the slot because they were not doing their job. They weren't doing a good show anymore, and it was just lagging. And I went in and I made it into the top 3. And we didn't make a lot of friends, a lot of threats, a lot of near fights, and violence in bars and stuff. If we were in a place, it was really crazy. So I'm not a stranger to a-holes. So I'm just waiting. I mean, I'm dealing with mental midgets, so it's not much of a challenge for me. It's just that I got to play along with the game for a while until the subscriptions go up. And if you haven't subscribed, like, comment, subscribe. My goal is I want to get to 60,000, then of course 100,000, and then see most of these guys in my rearview mirror because there's a goal. I always have goals, and I told you that before. I always have goals. Prince Lover, hey y'all, how are you? Jeff Camping, I went looking for you. People are crazy nowadays. Yeah, you must have left Pigeon Forge Thursday morning because I was up there um, Thursday around 10:35, 10:45, and you were already gone. That place was almost empty. But I did come to see you. Ralph Webb, hi everyone. I've been using DaVinci Resolve, which is an excellent. DaVinci is excellent. Works very well. Still learning. A little complicated, is it not? But it's still DaVinci is a pretty good program for editing. Um, it's got some good bells and whistles. It's not too expensive either, if I'm not mistaken. It's very affordable. Um, there's just missing some of the things that I really want, but I may have to just bite the bullet on that one. If YouTube is not going to put up my high resolution graphics, I'll just put the thing away and do video for something else. I don't know. Can't we all just get along? Yeah, I know. I know. I came here with that intent, Steve, just to shoot video, but then I kept getting from day one, somebody had warned me that, you know, you're upsetting the status quo and it's not appreciated. And I go, well, I didn't know you own this. Last time I looked, this is my property. And the last time I looked, I think the state owns everything else across the street. But it was these people, the only game in town. And that's the only reason where they got to where they are now, by the way. It surely isn't their technique. Uh, but it's cool. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. It's like the tortoise and the hare. I move along very slowly, but I keep moving forward. And that's the key to success. You keep moving. You don't do a flash in the pan. You don't do a shooting star. You you keep moving and correcting and honing out your craft and your abilities, and you just keep giving good content to you guys. You keep making you guys happy, and then I become happy. I'm not playing this tit for tat game with these people. They play all they want. I don't usually lose. I usually win in the end because truth and abilities usually outweigh BS and nonsense. Let the game. If they want the games to begin, come on, come on. I don't think he's got deep pockets. I'm pretty sure he don't. Right, DJI. Anyway, what else is going on? I'm done pontificating. I don't know. I'm tired of it. It's so childish. I hate simple minds. It really children's adventures. Hello. Um, I think you just posted a new weather report, didn't you? Didn't you, Chelsea? Yeah, if you get a chance, please go to Children's Adventures. They're such good people. They really are good people. I like them. Robbie and Chelsea and the kids, the little babies. They're good people. Please subscribe to her channel and support her, please. I like them. They're trying very hard. Anytime Chelsea or Robbie, you want to chit chat, I'll be more than glad to chit chat. Type me at Jeffrey Charles 55 at Yahoo. If you have a question, I'll be more than glad to help you. I have no problem helping people out, uh, especially with editing or audio and stuff like that. I do know this stuff inside out. And you want help? I'll help you. Jim Spencer, I think what you do is awesome. Thank you. Always buttering me up. And your videos help me so much. Oh, then you're going to love today's video, but I'm not going to say anything until it's up. But Jim, I think you're going to like today's video very much. I spent all day putting this one together and got some extra. I got some B-roll for something else. While I'm out and about doing one thing, I'm doing two things. I go, oh, I need that for this video that's coming up. Let me get that, roll that over, count it off, slate it, because I slate all my videos. This way I can scroll through them and I know exactly where they are and what they're for. So if I'm cruising through the computer and scrolling, okay, that's for that video, I move it over to this computer and then work on this one. It just makes life a lot easier. Sure beats the days of cutting film. Wow. I mentioned a long time ago, but there was a time when I used to take pieces of 3/4 inch videotape and you'd cut it and then you tape it together and you put you put the pieces together and then you run it through the machine. If you don't like it, you cut that piece off. Really difficult, time consuming stuff. But now it's just click, 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 click. It made it so much easier. My goodness. Tom, man, don't worry, Jeff. I love the accolades. Thank you. It makes me feel good. It makes Marie feel good. But it's kind of like these little speed bumps that get in my way. And there's a few of these people out here that are speed bumps. Most of the tubers are great. Most of them have come up to us and said something to us and are thankful, and we get along. There's no competition. You do what you do, I do what I do. But when you upset somebody because they were the king of the hill, every king has their day, right? But it's always so inspiring to watch a dynasty fall. So inspiring. Mark Marrow. I even texted you. Yes, that's right. Let's all give a thumbs up. Depends on where you want to put that thumb, Mark. Thumbs up. I don't know. I don't. When I see my doctor do that, my proctologist, I'm out the door. Out the door. When I hear that rubber glove snap, that's it. I'm out. Bye. That sound has got to be the worst sound in the world. That rubber glove when they're at the proctologist. It's like they really get into it, you know. And I always ask, what are those scratch marks on the wall over there? Hi, honey. Miss Marie finally took her shower. She looked. Hi, honey. How are you? Get your dinner. Get your dinner. She made a really good shrimp. What was that? Shrimp and what?
Squash and
Shrimp, squash,
okra,
okra, onions,
onion, garlic,
onions,
tomato,
garlic, tomatoes. I'm, I'm telling them, it's really tasty. Really, really
and
tasty.
soy sauce.
And soy sauce. She's a darn good cook. Don't let anybody tell you anything else.
I am not.
Yes. Oh, you know, nonsense. You are a good cook. A really good cook. Except when you do fish heads. That's a.
I don't want to cook in it. I just want to say good evening.
Okay, say good
And
evening.
then,
Let me turn this. I'm putting it this way so that I could read. There's Miss Marie.
good
Jeff
evening.
Camping. I did. Dang, I hate. I missed you. I went stopped right by Jeff, and I went to where your spot was, and I go, "There's nobody there." There was like four
I
RVs
did. Dang,
there.
I missed you
Yeah.
also.
Steve Weiss says not only is the YouTube landscape competitive, but some of those folks use their channel as their only
Only
source
source
of
of
income.
income.
Thank you. You took the word. Yes, and that is exactly the situation, Steve. And I don't. I don't use. I haven't even touched the money that we've made. It's just sitting in there. I don't care. It's That's not the motive. The motive is to have fun making videos. If To me, if you're depending on YouTube to pay your bills, you really need to get a job because that's not something that's steady. YouTube is not steady. It You have a good day, you have a bad day, you have a good day, you have a bad day.
But
You
of
do,
course, people have choices.
of course. See, she's always the voice of reason, and I'm the voice of radicalism. Not in a bad way, not in a Marxist way, but um, I'm a
And
realist for
and we
sure.
all have to respect people's choices in
Yeah,
life.
yeah, that's right. We have to do, but only if it doesn't interfere with my life. Your choices end at the tip of my nose.
Opinionated.
Very
I
opinionated.
am not.
No, she's not. She's very calm. She's the calm water in the lake, and I'm the storm that's in the distance. And sometimes a storm is just a storm. So I watch some people, and I understand that that's how they make their living. But if I would think that's a very stressful situation because you're depending on your video to make you X amount of hits in order to pay your bills.
But
Heck,
I just want to let everybody know,
hmm
you know, I I
that's good
wasn't
coffee.
I wasn't as calm as I am now. Remember?
Yeah, no, she's wow. You
Yeah,
used to be
he's the one who tamed me.
in a good way, in a good way, because she can, she's got that Filipino Spanish vibe going. You get it. She'll go ninja on your butt
And
quick.
and it's like the attitude you really have to work for it.
Yes.
And
Jeff, everyone will always have haters, yes, and it's sad that people are that way. Yeah, I don't understand. Well, yes, and in fact, if I'm not mistaken, Steve was the one that hit it on the head because what's happening is this is their hand to mouth. This is their feed, their food. If they don't have a good video, and because my video or someone else's video, because there's lots of people hitting it like Fridays Forever, man, they are hitting it hard. They're good people. They're really good people, and the people that we were talking about, they should
you
wait,
miss
wait,
them,
wait.
right?
Yeah, no, I talked to them, but it was brief.
Oh,
Um, I lost my train of thought.
they're good people.
Oh, they're good people. They work hard on their videos. And the other people that are doing this jerky stuff, that's the people they should be watching for, not me. I'm the slow tortoise. I'm just moving forward. They're moving up. And they're going to be taking over this area real quick. Fridays Forever. Good people, good God loving people, honest people. I like their attitude. And they do videos that are fun and not the same old thing. And I love the way they do their food reviews. They go in, they order, they show you, they maybe take a bite or two, good, not good, done, and it's on and gone. They don't mukbang and stuff like that because you know why? Because they're classy people. They're just a higher class of folk. So I respect them very, very much.
But good
Yes, my love.
evening,
Good
and
evening.
I
That's
gotta
Miss
go.
Marie. You got to go feed yourself.
Yeah.
Eat your shrimp. She loves shrimp, by the way. She loves shrimp. Okay. Okay, Jeff is back again. Loretta Laws. Hello, Jeff and Marie. So enjoy all your videos. Please keep them coming. I plan to, Loretta, as long as the good God, good Lord keeps me on this planet. I got a lot more, too. I think I have. She's bringing over my camera now. Why are you bringing my camera over? Oh, okay. I left it over there. Yeah, I've got my rig set up really good because now I have it. When I go out, it was like before I had cameras all over the place, and I said, "This is not." It's great with the ones on the car, outside the car. That works really, really good. But in the car, I only have two hands, and one of them has to be on the wheel all the time. So I have one hand. So I had to figure out, and I fashioned um, my all my camera stuff and the phone here and everything else I need on one place, so I can multitask with one hand, and made it real easy. I should I should patent this design because it's really simple and it works really good. Really good. It works really. I'm very happy. Took a lot of screwing around with the GoPro equipment and all the pieces. You know, GoPro has lots of things that you could screw on, take off, punch in and stuff. And I bought them all, and I said, now what am I going to do with all these things? So now that I have them, I go, well, that one might work, and I go, nah, that doesn't work. And I tried it until finally I go, oh, look at that, everything is perfectly in its place. I love that. Jim Spencer, thumbs up. Hey, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Children's Adventure, yes, we did. Um, Yeah, I haven't met you on the avenue yet, but I'm sure we will run into each other. Alton Mitchell, Vacation Station TV is the best. Thank you, Alton. Oh, by the way, Miss Marie, Larry Greenman was in the hospital, uh, prostate surgery, and he's doing fine. She was worried about you. I'm not kidding. Larry,
Where is Larry?
he's
Larry.
on his way up. He's going to be staying with us for a month.
Hey,
There.
Larry.
There. Yeah, she was truly worried about you, Larry. That's the kind of person she is. She's very compassionate and very spiritual, religious slash spiritual. I'm more spiritual than she is. She's more religious than I am. I'm not. I don't. I don't toe any particular denomination because I've been to so many of them, and I said, I know what's out there, and I know what's right, and I know what's wrong, and I know what's going on, and I don't need to follow any ritual to get to where I'm going. And I think the big guy is okay with that. Lisa Tillotson, how are you? I like that name, Tillotson. Hi, how are you, Lisa? Good. Thank you for joining us. I do appreciate that. The Children's Adventures. We are heading to Myrtle Beach, you lucky sons of guns, tomorrow for a week. Have a lot of fun. The Children's Adventures, they're going to Myrtle Beach. Make sure, Chelsea, you bring along your suntan lotion, especially for the kids. They're really light skinned too. And Robbie, he's darker skinned, so I don't think you got to worry about him. Randall Reed, who are you talking about? I'm not going to say, but winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, Randall. Johnny. That's such a cool name, Johnny. If I ever have another kid, I'll name it Johnny. Johnny Schaefer. Jeff, you guys keep your up on the informative videos. Yeah, I like Johnny. That's kind of what I found. It seems to be what people like is information. Um, I get bored quick, and that's just my my thing because I don't. If something doesn't interest me, and we were talking about that last night, Marie and I, how easily we both get bored because if it's just the pomp and stance and blinking lights and stuff, it bores me because it's not doing anything for me. I'm not learning anything, and I love to learn. I love to know what's going on. That's why I stop and read everything, and sometimes it takes longer than it should, but I like to know everything that's going on around me. Mark, LOL, Ralph, I'm too fun. Yeah, yeah. I've been to school. They go, come here, Mr. Funny Man. Come here, go to the principal's office. Let's see if you make him laugh. I did make the principal laugh on several occasions. And he said, get out of here. Get out of here. Don't let me see you back here again. I'll see you next Tuesday, guys. Principal. Well. It's just God put me on this earth to laugh, have fun, and inform people. Terry, I wonder how many oh, now you moved, and it's Anakista didn't know there was a bear there. Um, a lot. When we were going up the sky lift, it a lot of people passed us by. They didn't see the bear right under us, and oh, they're right there. There's the two babies, and there's the mommy, and then they were in the woods all over the place. Um, they're bear everywhere. This is the Smoky Mountains. This is where they live. This is their home before it was our home. And we have to live in accordance with the whole. Here I go. You got to live in accordance with the whole world, the whole universe. The problem with most people is they set themselves in a transcendent position. They think that some humans think they're better than nature, better than what's here, and they want to control it. They're the ones that want you to take your bird feeders down. They're the ones that want you to kill all the animals around their house. You know, if they especially live in a subdivision, oh, we need to spray the lawns with poison, and we need to set up traps and kill everything. Well, if I'm not mistaken, there, Myrtle, um, you were not here before they were. They've been on this planet for billions of years, and they have rights too. Whether they're a bug, an animal, or what, there is a reason they're here. It's called the ecology, and everything is finely balanced. Nature knows what to do, when to eliminate, and when not to eliminate. So you're better off just leaving it alone. Let nature take its course. Check in your ego identification card at the door and just let the world spin the way it is, 26,000 miles an hour, and there's nothing you can do about it. She is so humble. Yes, I know Marie is very humble. She's very compassionate, very loving, very caring. And you be hard to find somebody that is like that anywhere. I mean, she really cares for people. I know for a fact, and we've discussed this, when I win the lottery, $200 billion, I know Miss Marie would buy everybody a new car. She does it. She says, I think I'll buy them a new car. I think I'll buy. You're going to be broke in a week. And you know what happens when you win the lottery? You start giving somebody a gift. Well, then all of a sudden, their aunts and uncles and their neighbors and aunts and uncles that really aren't aunts and uncles, they come and they get a new car. And then pretty soon you're buying up a whole dealership for people. And once the money's gone, so are they.
But you promised,
I never promised to buy anybody a
you
car.
promised me that I will buy Sharon a car.
See, she already says I got to buy somebody a car. Why?
You promised me because I.
I'll get her a little matchbox. Here's your car. Here's your car, honey. I lived up to my promise. She didn't give me make and model scale. 1/25th scale. Ozzy the cockatoo. Amanda says hi. Amanda, how is Lee? You haven't told me. Is he off his regimen of things that he needed to do? Tom, man. Hello, Marie. Tom says hello, Marie. Mark Mara. She says, you are so humble, Miss Marie. Keep up. Mark says, I'm sorry. You are so humble, Miss Marie. Keep it up. God bless you. There you go. Could say you could treat your husband a little bit better. Ralph Webb. Hi, Marie. Rockin' Robin's channel. Hi, y'all. Check out Rockin' Robin's channel. Just a lot of fun. Rockin' Robin has some pretty strange stuff on her channel. Rockin' Robin, how are you, dear? Good to see you back here. Thank you. Jeff Camping. Tootsie asked me when we go to see Jeff and Marie again. You tell Tootsie anytime we'll see her. Tootsie is so cute. I like her. She's so mellow. Makes me want to have another dog, but not quite enough. But if Jeff, you want to give up Tootsie, I'll take her. I'm more than glad to take Tootsie. You know, on the dark side, Jeff, and don't take this wrong, I had is she a champagne poodle? Oh, no, she's not a champagne, but she looks like she has some champagne poodle in her. Does she? I had one. I took it in. It was a stray and it was abused. I took it in. I had it for a few years. She was wonderful. It was, I can't remember her name now. Anyway, she was great. She was following me all over, like following everywhere. She loved me very much.
Sabrina.
No, not Sabrina. It was a little champagne poodle. She was wonderful. She was. It took a while for me to get her. When I went to pet her, she would flinch, and it took me a while to let her know that she was okay. That
Canine unit.
no, Canine Unit was a big dog. This was a little one. I had a lot of dogs. At one time, I had 15 dogs. Built beautiful kennels for all of those dogs. And they were all either going to be killed. Most of them, 90% of them, were going to be euthanized. And I used to go to the shelter in Clearwater, Florida, and I used to go there and said, "Who's on death row? Who's on death row?" I can't take them all, but I could walk and look at a dog, and it would either respond to me in a certain way or it wouldn't, and I would take the ones that responded to me. Um, it's an animal thing. Sorry, but it is. It's an animal thing, and I would take them. I would pay to have them spay or neutered, shots, the whole thing. Take them home and then build a kennel. And it was a nice kennel. I'm talking about a 10 by 10, 10 foot by 10 foot, running water, shelter on the top, heat, air, everything they needed. Got plenty of property to do it. And they had the life until they died. And they all lived a ripe old age. And they all were buried on my property in a little dog and animal cemetery. And they're probably all still there to this day, but I love that. But getting back to that little champagne poodle that I have, she had a weird name to it, and it's escaping me. But I remember, and it was horrible, funny comically, but horrible what happened to her. I was walking a bunch of dogs. There must have been four, maybe five, on leashes, and I'd keep them all, and I'd walk them all. And she got off her leash. And you got to remember, I'm on 20 acres of property in Florida. There are no neighbors around. And I'm walking. She got off. She wiggled out, and she started to go ahead of me. And out of nowhere comes a hawk and scooped her up. And that was the last I saw of that dog. And that really broke my heart because she was a good dog. But she wiggled off, and I had these other dogs on, and she started to wiggle, 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 and she ran, and just like that, that hawk picked her up right out of the ground. It just flew away, gone. Sad. That's getting back to nature. Nature does what nature does. It isn't right. It isn't fair. It's essential nature. Children's Adventure say, "Hi, Marie." Mark says, "I watch every one of Friday Forever's just like yours." I like them. I think they're good people. Uh, Mike is really calm and he's very laid back. And Karen is more of the chat, not the chatterbox, but she's more of the voice. Mike is kind of kicking back. Dalvin Life, how are you? I like shrimp. Yeah, who doesn't like? Well, people that are allergic. I was actually allergic to shrimp for years. I couldn't have any shellfish any way, and then I found that in some cases, if you're allergic to something, you keep eating little bits of it. It's kind of like um, snakes. If you not the best analogy, but if you inject or you are working around, if you're in herpetology, you would get shots. Like a, I have prophylactic rabies shots. I can't get rabies because I've gone through rabies shots and the series of the titer shots that keep it boosted up. So if I get bit by anything that's rabid, I won't get rabies. The same thing goes for people that work in the snake or herpetology. They they can get injections that build up their system against venom. Steve, always need a woman to keep you on the even keel. Yeah, I guess I do. David Fontaine in the house, Mr. David Fontaine, who has the highly coveted blue wrench of love, our moderators. David and DJI, I'm going to be giving you some names of some people that you probably need to ban when they come on this station, okay? I would appreciate that. I don't want anybody upsetting or disrupting this fine family that we have here of all these people. I don't want any of that nonsense going on this channel. No, it ain't gonna happen. You don't want to get Jeff upset. You really don't. You really don't. As long as any YouTuber stays humble, they will be just fine. Yeah, yeah. I like everybody, and my demeanor, my temperament. I'm easygoing. That is until somebody, shakes and rattles my cage. And that's not good. Oh, that is so not good. Brenda Gregg. Hi, Jeff and Marie. Larry Greenman says, thank you for that. Oh, you're what? Larry, you're a good guy. And I know you're going through some hard times right now, but you need to get healthy. You need to be focusing on your health, and whatever rehab you have to go through, you do it. Just do it and get it over with and come up to the mountains and hang out for a while. Do it before you can't, okay? Just do it. Don't worry about what if, what if. What if you don't come up here? What happens if you break your legs? What happens if a meteor hits you on the head? Just get up here, okay? Riding the magic donut. Boy, I could go a lot of places with that. Hang in there, Larry. Yeah, you just do that, Larry. Crisco's Country Life. You go to my friend Crisco's Country Life station. You go to his channel. Please help one of my friends out. You like, comment, subscribe to Mr. Crisco, and you see Bocephus and Miss Mamie and Vanessa, and hopefully you'll get chickens one of these days. And he's also one of our moderators, and he has that highly coveted blue wrench of love. Watching the NFL. Of course you are. What else would you be doing, Crisco? I know better. There's Bonnie Richardson. Hello, how are you? DJ, I ordered Jets Pizza for dinner. That's pretty good. DJ, hello, David and Crisco. Bonnie Richards. Hello, Rosie. Yeah, I'm not making too many friends with that video, huh? Those two videos. But that's too bad. That's really too bad. That's just the way it is. DJ, what a nice chat on the phone with. Yes, no problem. I'm glad I helped in any way I could. Bonnie, hello, DJI. And Bonnie says hello. Rich, the Childress Adventures on my babies will be lathered and safe. Yes, always, because their skin is too tender for the sun, especially Myrtle Beach. You're going to be, that's on the Atlantic side of the country, and it's kind of warm out there. I put on that sunscreen and still fry. Yeah, like a lobster. Yeah, well, you're prone to it because you're light skinned, and the kids are too. So, yeah, you want to make sure they're good and lathered up, you know. I know I hate it when it gets sand. Oh goodness, I hate going to the beach with sunscreen, then you get sand on you. Oh, that's nothing worse, that feeling. Go run right to the water and wash it all out. Ah, uh. One of the meetups. Have we set on any specific date on our meetups? I don't know yet. I kind of like uh, Tuesdays and Wednesdays because Miss Marie could get in there. But I'm as the nights start to get nicer, there's no reason we can't do night meetups now during the summer. Is that all right with you, Miss Marie? After work, we could just, for an hour or so go and just meet and greet with people. Yeah, she says that's good. That's good. She's eating her shrimp right now. And notice I'm not. Hmm. No, that's okay. I had a sandwich before. When I came home, I was hungry. I don't buy fast food ever. So I said, boy, when I get home, I'm going to have a sandwich. I had a turkey sandwich. I got some white breast turkey yesterday, the day before. I put on a sandwich, some lettuce, tomato, a little bit of mayonnaise, toast, sandwich time. Good. Good and healthy for me. Steve, followed many channels, not just Smoky Mountains, but other destinations. Good. That's excellent. Don't have a life. Yeah, you got a life. You got a life watching channels. There you go. So what I will say is that you can get too big, IMHO, yes, where you start losing touch with followers. That's right. And that I strive to not do that, as you know. Um, met some people. Funny you say that. I was in the middle of the road today. I was in Pigeon Forge in the middle of the road. I was down by Old Mill after I'd finished my journey from way far away, and I worked my way back. And I was at Old Mill in the middle of um, what is that Parkway, right in the middle as the lights were red. I go, nothing's happening, so as long as there's no cops around, everything's cool. So I was out there doing my outro for the video. I was doing my outro, and I heard my name, and I look over at the intersection. There's people waving to me. So after I finished my outro, I went over to them, and they had said, and they'll see that you'll see them on the next video. They said, "Hey, we watch you guys all the time." Da 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 da. But I made it a point. This is my point. Is I made it a point to go see them. I made it a point to go and say hello to them and thank them for being our subscribers. Because if it isn't for you guys, I'd be pretty much talking to myself. And I do that a lot as it is. As you, Larry, do you notice when you get older, you start talking to yourself, and then you start telling yourself to shut up? You're making no sense. And Marie says it all the time. She's, shut up, shut up, right, honey? Right, honey?
It's joke time.
No, it's not. Oh, David Fontaine says, hi, Crisco. Explain mosquitoes. What do you want to know about mosquitoes? They bite and they're a pain, but they serve a purpose. Haven't figured out exactly what their purpose is in the world, but they have a purpose. Exactly, Steve. Hello, Marie. Hi, hiding, Marie. See, everybody says you're hiding. You're not joining the crowd. You need to get your phone. If you finished eating your shrimp,
Yeah.
okay, get your phone and sit down with the rest of us. She's done. She just finished just now. She took a glass of water, and now she's done. Children's Adventure, Steve Wag. When I'm not filming or editing YouTube, I'm watching other channels, chatting with people in the comments or joining live streams. I think Eat, Breathe, and Dream YouTube. There you go. Rita, Deanna, how are you, sweetheart? Hi, Jeff and Marie. Jeff, you look tired. No, not at all. It's because I'm reading. My head has. I can't focus in if I go straight. No, but I'm fine. I'm fine. I feel good. I feel very, very good tonight. But thank you for your concern, Rita. I do appreciate that. No, I'm good. Don't need any sleep. Hope you both had a good day. Yeah, she worked, and I went out and video and just pretty much sat on my butt in the car for most of the day videotaping. But I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. I think you'll be interested in the video that I
Did you
did.
get tired today?
No, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. When I look, I have to either focus in because it depends on my eyes what they're looking at. And sometimes I have to go over and look at them like that. I got to look over there, or sometimes I got to go like that. No, but I feel good. Not tired. Reading down. Hi, Ozzy the cockatoo. Jeff says, I didn't get to do the mountain monster, but I got to take Tootsie on the Smoky Mountain wheel. Oh, that's very nice. She loved it, I bet. She's a snoodle. So she's got poodle and schnauzer. She is my shadow, so I will hold on to her. Yes, I understand that. I do understand that. I'm still trying to remember what that dog's name was. She was a wonderful dog. She had a good life with me. There's no doubt about it. Does Marie drive a car? Um, define drive. Yeah.
It's more slowly.
I can tell you,
He don't like.
her driving is not necessarily safe. She's overcautious. She's a wonderful person. Let's get that across. She's a wonderful person. In fact, here she is. There she is. There's Miss
I
Marie.
drive like
Oh,
my mom.
you drive like your mom, and it's kind of dangerous. In fact, it's very dangerous. Very dangerous. The first week I had the legacy. I got to tell them. I know some people heard it. It's too late. I can't unring the bell.
No.
I can't unring
You
the bell.
can.
It's too late.
Stop it
Now
now.
you see they're waiting.
Oh my gosh!
The
You
first
don't have
week,
to tell them
it's too
that.
late. Now you see they're at the edge of their seat.
It's all over.
No,
All around the globe.
It is. It's all over around the globe.
Honey, I already told them I drive like my mom, so that's it.
But that doesn't define
Oh
what that
my
driving
goodness.
is. No, I know.
I don't want.
Anyway, it was the first week I had the legacy, and I said, honey, why don't you drive it? Honey, why don't you drive it? I wanted her to take the car for a ride. I really did. Okay. Oh, look, there's a message. Okay, and I took, and she gets in the car. Now you got to remember, we're in the cabin. There's only one. You back out of the driveway.
Oh my.
So she backs out, and what does she do? She slams into the mountain. There's a mountain behind there. She just, bam, just slams it. I look behind her. How did you miss that mountain? It's right behind you. She just backed up, bam, just like brand new car. Oh.
But we survived.
Yeah, the car didn't like it. That's for sure. The car wasn't happy about that. Then we're on I-75 doing
Oh
I-75 is a
my
main thoroughfare.
gosh.
You do 80 miles an hour. She decided she wanted to be on the other side of the highway. So she stops. We're doing 80 miles an hour. She stops and wants to make a left where there's no left. There's an island with guardrails, but she's looking for a hole to cut into and make a left. 80 miles an hour, dead stop. I'm going to make a left.
In
Oh.
the Philippines. Yeah.
So, does that answer your question? Does she drive a car? Hmm. You lived in Tampa. Yeah, we were in that area. Used to live in there, St. Pete. I met some people the other day at our meet and greet that were from Clearwater, across from the Howard Franklin Bridge. I know right where the Howard Frankenstein, of course. Know that well. I took that drive at least 2, 3 times a week to the other radio stations down there, and yeah, that was a nightmare drive. Yeah, it wasn't too bad as long as the traffic wasn't too bad, but the traffic in Tampa is really bad now, and I don't miss it at all. I used to love going over the Howard Franklin and going over what was that other bridge near Clearwater, right
St.
along.
Pete.
Yeah, the St. Pete Bridge and all that. So I used to love watching the waters and stuff. I'd always pull over and just kick back, or I'd go out and roll up my pants and put my feet in the
My
water in the
phone
sand.
doesn't work.
Why not?
See? It's
Did you
still.
restart it since you got home? You got to restart it to catch this Wi-Fi. Yep, you sure do. Karma's a beach. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. Nobody will corrupt us. Yes, thank you, DJ. I appreciate that. I never had Jets Pizza. Is it any good? DJ, is Jets any good? I'm gonna just move this a little closer. I'm gonna make sure I don't move my feet. Are you in the picture? Can you come a little closer to
Oh
me
my goodness, honey.
so that I can see this a little bit better? Because I'm really blind. Jeff Camp. Oh my God! I hope a hawk doesn't ever get her. You've got to be mindful, Jeff, that there are eagles, hawks, and owls here in the Smoky Mountains. They hang out in the trees looking for little dogs and little fauna, little things, and they will scoop them up before you even know what happens. I, the name almost comes to me when I talk to you. And she was a wonderful little dog. She always stayed with me. Kind of like it reminded me with you the same thing. So be careful with her, okay? Yeah, I know. I don't want that. Yes, Jet's Pizza is good. I've never had it either, so I can't tell you if it's good or not.
Hey Jeff, hi from Jackie and Jared. Jared Tracy. Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, we'll see you in November. A great time to be here in November. Everything is Christmassy, Christmassy. That's when it really starts looking nice up here. They start decorating, and everything starts getting that Christmas feel. And I love it up here. It's so Norman Rockwell, you know. Oh, I love my coffee. I'll check. Yeah, Steve, please check out the Childress Adventures. She's trying very hard, her and Robbie, to try to build the channel, and I'd like to see them succeed because they're in town and they're good folk and they got a nice family. And once she finds what makes her happy doing YouTube, it's going to take off. You know, I think that between the two of them, we got it. They got it.
You heard that, Chelsea?
Yep. I do like when you guys go to the rivers with your kids. That I like because it shows family. It shows family unity, and I really enjoy that
Mm-hmm.
because you're all there with the kids and they're laughing. Everybody's having a good time. You're having a good time. Robbie's having a good time, and I think people need to see that. I don't think people need to see violence and car crashes and things like that. It's just it's good for the moment to see like oh my goodness, but it's not good for the soul. You want to see family things. That's what you want to see. Mark says, just from the meetup videos I've seen from different YouTubers, yours is the best. Thank you. I didn't, I never, I'm sorry, I don't watch the other YouTubers meetups. I don't have time. You provide drinks, yes, and food, and no one else has as far as I see. See, I didn't know that. I just assume, being Italian, that you never invite anybody over without giving them food, without offering them a beverage and something to eat. That's just the way I've been raised, and I will always continue to do that. And I know I shouldn't be giving donuts, but I think everybody enjoys the donuts. It's better than like giving bread. If I brought a loaf of bread and go, here you go, have a couple of slices, eat a couple of slices, manja. Who wants to eat a slice of bread? But a chocolate donut?
Manja, manja.
Manja, 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 manja. But a chocolate donut. Are you getting our stuff that we need? Okay, you are. There you go. You got it. There. Now Miss Marie can do that. Thank you.
It's Steve Wash. He said, "Ah, you're Italian. I
Hmm.
knew I liked you for some
Thank you.
reason."
Thank you. Just full Italian, nothing else. Full Italian. Both sides of my family, Italiano. Um, we our family is the type, if you get what I mean, that we didn't shoot people. We inserted the bullets manually. You get the joke? She doesn't get the joke.
I don't like it.
No, it's a joke.
Oh.
When when you'd come over for the holidays, we wouldn't just have turkey. We would have broken leg of lamb.
Mm-hmm. Barry Cooper. Hey,
Barry, how are you,
Barry.
Barry? I was wondering where you were going to come along. You know, we haven't seen in a while is Dan the Mountain Man. I wonder
Yeah,
where he
Dan the
is.
Mountain Man.
Alien abduction?
Annette from Wisconsin too,
Hi,
and
Annette.
T and me
Yeah, where is she?
adventures.
T,
Where are
T
they?
and me. I just talked to him yesterday. Yeah, he's fine. He's working. You got to remember, he's the Grand Ole Opry. He's got to work. He's not lazy like me. What?
Barry Cooper said, "Yes, Jadel's pizza is awesome. Best pizza I
Yeah,
have had in a
I
long
like
time."
their pizza. They really have it figured out. I still have to do that review in Gatlinburg, and the person who's watching, I forget what the name of that is. The Gatlinburg Pizzeria we're supposed to go to. I will be getting to you. You're on my list.
Oh,
You're on my
the
list of going
okay,
down, but
yeah.
there's so much I've got to do. But I will get there, and I will do it. I'm always up for good pizza. Yeah,
Jeff Camping said, "Now garlic bread wouldn't be bad."
yeah, garlic bread would, but not as just the main thing. Just here you go, have a loaf of garlic bread. If we all eat it, so we all have bad breath together, that would be good. Yeah, not just one person. But I
Steve
like garlic bread.
Weiss. My grandparents were 100% Italian on one side, so I know all of the swear words.
Oh yeah, I bet you do. Yeah, I learned them early. You get them quick. Yeah.
Dean, LOL, I got it.
Okay, you go.
Mark Morrow, I just subscribed to the Children's Adventures.
Thank you for
Let's
helping me.
all subscribe to anyone who is part of this family.
Yes, including Crisco's Country Life. Everybody, subscribe to each other so you can keep in contact with each other. That doesn't hurt. Even if you don't do videos, you subscribe. Help
Michelle
the
Tasty
channel.
Dishes is
Michelle's
one.
Tasty Dinners. Yes, 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 yes. Rock and Robin, all those people.
Stacy
Um,
Fowler. Hey,
Stacy, how are you?
Stacy.
Good to see you. Adventures that Rock. He's trying. He's around the area.
Adventures That Rock.
That
Oh
Rock,
yeah,
yeah, he's a
I
nice
watched
guy.
the.
He's very, he's so typically the type of people I used to work with in radio, loud and in your face. But that's what radio people do. You get in your face, but it's a shtick. You know what I'm saying? When I'm not doing work or doing videos, I'm just sitting. I'm kicking back like anyone else. I'm normal, I think. Aren't I? Honey, you're not supporting me here. Am I normal?
Huh?
No, she doesn't even listen anymore. You know you married your long time when she goes, huh? I wasn't listening. You know.
Hey, I'm listening.
Oh, now you are. Yes, because they're watching. And so otherwise, when it's all over, she's get away from me. Get away from your skin makes me crawl.
Dean,
But
you're Italian. Gravy has a different meaning to you.
that's right. But we still never called it gravy. That's really weird because other Italians that are in our family, they call the sauce gravy, but we called it sauce because that's what my parents called it. So but gravy is not like your brown gravy or your white gravy. Gravy for Italians is the red tomato sauce. Never pronounced that.
Dalbin Life said, Marie's here? Huh?
Yeah, she's here. Can you see that? She had her shrimp. She's all full now. She's happy.
Hello, Dalbin.
Yeah, she works hard. She works really hard.
Why, Dalbin's looking for me?
Everybody's looking for Miss Marie. Why would they want to look at this?
Barry Cooper, have you all
How
checked
come your
out?
picture looks different than my picture?
I know. Why is it?
I
So
don't know.
good.
Yours is clearer than mine.
Hello, Dalbin.
Hello, Dalton.
Good evening.
Yes.
Barry Cooper said, have you all checked out Buckboard 2 in Gatlinburg?
No, what
It
is Buckboard
reminded
2?
me of the Papa store you reviewed this past week.
Buckboard. Where is Buckboard 2? And what is it? Never heard of it. There's a lot of little shops I haven't discovered yet. And little by little, as I go up to
Mark
Gatlinburg.
Moore, since you're Italian, can you make a meatballs? Oh
Oh,
yeah, his meatball is so good. That's my favorite.
I am known worldwide. Okay, just through the neighborhood. I am no
Rita
neighborhood
Lockett.
wide.
Rita Lockett
Rita.
said, if I get to do a meetup, I want spaghetti.
Okay. I make
Okay,
good spaghetti.
meatball and spaghetti.
I'm very good at Italian food because I learned from my grandmother, and she taught me when I was very, very young. I could remember not even, I could see it still now today, not even being tall enough to see over the stove. I could just get my eyes to the, I remember that so well. And she'd hand me a meatball on a fork. And my mother would, if my mom saw that, I'd get hit on the head with a wooden spoon. So she'd wait for my mother, her daughter, to go around the corner. She goes, here, here, a spät, eat it, and I would run outside and have that meatball. And I always loved my grandmother's meatballs more than anyone else, even more than my mother's meatballs, or my sister's meatballs. God bless her, but those meatballs, you could bounce them off a wall. You could use them with a tennis racket.
Who, your
My
sister?
sisters, yeah, you could hit them and they have bounce to them.
Your sister is probably not.
Yeah, she's probably
Probably
not
she's
watching. She'd
on.
be up by. No, you'd have it too right there. But anyway, Grandma taught me how to make a great meatball, and I kind of fashioned
You
anew
know,
a
your
little bit.
sister is gonna feel like she's
Oh,
being
I love my
insulted.
sister. She knows we always tease my sister. Remember, she cooked the half the turkey.
But that's within the family.
Oh no, it's well, we tell everybody. She knows that. All of us talk about my sisters. The Thanksgiving we almost died. Yeah, you want to talk about a
What's the
dysfunctional
matter
family
you?
Christmas? Oh goodness! But
Bar-
meatballs, yeah,
Barry Cooper said Buckboard 2 is like a novelty store that has those funny signs, old toys, and games along with pop culture, coffee mugs, etc.
I'll have to check that
We
out.
have to check that out
Yes,
when we go to
it
Townsend.
reminds me a lot like Emery.
Mm-hmm.
There's a good place that you can check out in the island at the island. Emery Five and Dime. Remember it?
Jeff Camping said spaghetti sounds good to me also,
Sure.
with garlic bread.
You know that I'll tell you what, because it's kind of easy to make. On one of our get-togethers, if enough of you show up, okay, I'm going to have like RSVP. I'll make a big load of my spaghetti and meatballs with garlic bread, and you're welcome to join in. I'll bring it. I'll try to keep it as hot as possible because you can't cook anything out there at Patriot Park. But I'll bring it over as fast as I can. If it's not all piping hot, just deal with it. Okay, it's free. So there, the garlic bread is free. Spaghetti's free.
We gotta have what do you call it? Schaefer dishes.
Chafer dishes? No, you're not allowed to do that out there.
Oh,
Ooh, no,
really?
no, 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 no.
We're not.
No, they'll throw your ass right out. You start lighting things up. That wouldn't be no, no,
But it's only a little bit
no.
light.
You make it and you get it good and hot, and you put it in a car in a cooler where it stays hot in the cooler. The cooler is either way, hot or cold. And then you drive down there. You don't stop. You don't go shopping. You don't go to Coach or Michael Kors or anything like that.
Hmm.
And we get down there and you just start feeding people. That's what I'm saying. You got when I do it, I'll announce it to you, an RSVP, and it doesn't have to be exactly how many people, but I want to know how much I have to cook. All right, because once I get started, I make it, and that's the end of it. I don't. That's it. I'm not gonna go home and cook you up another batch. You eat it when it's gone. It's gone. All right.
Okay, Jan Foster said, "Don't forget that the Spring Bluegrass Festival is
Mm-hmm.
coming up. The jamming is awesome."
Yeah, I bet it is. I used to do when I had the radio stations. Every Friday night was bluegrass night.
That's in Townsend at the Welcome Center.
Yep, and that's on your little pamphlet.
Mm-hmm.
That's on you. Yeah, and I'll probably be covering that. I'm going to cover almost
Oh, that's
everything.
in the
Yeah, in the
amphitheater. Is that?
amphitheater. I'll
Okay.
be covering almost everything that's happening in Townsend and Wares Valley because we live here. This is our town.
Dalbin Life said, "When is the Bluegrass Festival?" Let
Get,
me get
yeah,
the.
get the pamphlet. It's that little
Oh,
white pamphlet.
Terrell
I'll
Cockerham
take
said,
the.
"Who can? What do you call it about the
I'll
free
look it
food?"
up. You're already thinking about the food. You must have an appetite. Oh, ordered New York style around sausage and cheese and toppings are great. I like that, Mark Morrow. I agree with you, Steve. I didn't get down here. Jared says Yankees are up 4-0. Yay! I'm a Yankee fan
What?
too. I'm a Yankee
Oh,
fan too. B-Zig. Hi, B-Zig. Hi, Jeff and Marie. Jeff, please try to stay away from the heat. Yeah, I try to be. I try to take good care of Barb and Sam. I have to stay away from the heat. That's really important. That's why I try to get most of my videotaping done early in the morning or in the evening. And if not, I turn the air conditioning in the car, and I'm okay. We are waiting. Yeah, I know. I bet you are. She's getting it. John Recchia. I hope I got it. Sing it, Jeff.
Jet March, April,
No, it's got to be after
Bronco
that. No, no,
Truck,
it's on. It's definitely coming up.
22. What is that? Clay.
Let me see. Here we go. No, no, you got to come down here into May. Great Smoky Mountain Truck Festival is coming up. Tribute concert, 30th Anniversary Festival, Old Timers Day, Little River Railroad Museum, Tennessee Pottery Festival. I like to go to that. Heritage Auction, Smoky Mountains. I'm not going to say that. No, I know. Right there. Okay. Vietnam.
I don't know what you're looking
That's
at
okay.
anyway.
Just don't.
Okay.
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 You got it?
Hmm.
Okay. No, I don't want to say that because I know that I know they're watching. They don't know I know.
Oh, John Foster said, I believe it's next weekend, Friday and Saturday.
Friday, Saturday, so that would make it the first weekend in May. But I don't. And you're talking in Townsend. I don't see it here.
Probably in April.
No, April's over, honey. April is over. They got the food. Oh, I got it. Definitely, I'll be out there. That's tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll be out there tomorrow. You can count on me being out there tomorrow in Townsend, the Great Smoky Mountain Food Truck Festival. I will be out there. Concert tribute. It must be the 81 concert tribute, 30th annual Spring Festival of Old Timers. Railroad. I'll find out. I don't want to waste time to keep people looking at the tops of our heads. You just make sure you're getting all the. You're missing a whole bunch of stuff that people are saying. No, I know you don't want to start a family fight. I don't forget how far down. Michelle Smith, hello, Jeff and Marie. You all love the laughs at very well. We like yes, yes. Um, One thing, Michelle, and please don't take this the wrong way. Two most important things to me in life are sex and laughs. Unfortunately, they come at the same time.
Why do you have to
It's a
mention
joke.
the
It's a
S?
joke. The S word. Did you see her cover her face? The S
You
word. You
don't
can't
have
say
to
the
say
S word.
the S
Do you
word.
know that when we're watching TV, probably heard this before, if people are kissing, she puts her hands over my eyes? It's a fact. It is a fact, isn't it? Right? And God forbid if they don't have a shirt on or something. Oh, man. I'm not allowed to look at anything. I should. I'm almost bald, so if I cut the rest of the hair out of here, I could become a monk. Right? You want me to be a monk? I got to get comfortable. Hold on a second. Put my leg on the.
Mark said, when are you going to do a video on Luigi's Pizzeria in downtown Gatlinburg?
Luigi's.
Oh,
Where is
they
Luigi's? Oh, I'll check it out. Uh, I, I,
so they want
I've
us
had a
to do the
Luigi's, but I don't know if it's the same Luigi's as what you're talking about. Um, I'll do some of these restaurants. I don't want to do the mukbanging thing. That's for other tubers, and that's fine. But when it comes to like Italian food, I may bend the rules a little bit because I like Italian food. That's why I did J. Dell's because somebody recommended it to me, and they said, Jeff, you got to check it out. And when
Old
we did,
Timers Festival.
and when Tommy and Teresa and I went to J. Dell's, I really enjoyed that. Was really good calzone and pizza, really good. You're not sitting back enough where people can see you.
Okay, so it's almost at the very end of the strip heading towards the Smoky Mountain roadside.
Okay, I'll look for it and I'll find it.
Right hand side.
I'll find it. Those are usually the little best places. Those little tiny places that you know.
Pam Jones said, hi, Marie and Jeff from Lexington, Kentucky.
Hello.
Hello, Pam. Good evening.
Thank you, Pam. Thank you for joining.
Love your channel. We
Thank you.
were there doing a spring ride run and have already booked to
Sorry, I apologize for any inconvenience the Rod Run did to you guys. I
and
really do.
and have already booked to come back in October.
Very good.
I thought the rod run is in September.
September. It just goes through September, October. Well, they're coming in October. Doesn't mean they're coming for the Rod Run.
Oh, okay.
What's that? Oh, that's the light. I thought it was the sunset. I'm saying no, the sun's already set.
rim shot.
Hmm.
Maria is laughing.
Yeah, she's always
It's
laughing.
called the Old Timers Festival.
I just saw that.
Okay.
Okay, got it. I anything that's going on in Townsend and Wares Valley, I'm on it already, and I will be out there. And other, I don't care if other tubers come out. I'm not. I'd
But
like to sit down. I'd like to just see what we all do at the same time, see how we cover things. But some people, it's mine, me, and only me. You want to know something? Ain't gonna happen.
Terrell Cockerham, I like the food review video you and all about the Smokies did.
Yeah, I had fun with Bob. But Bob's a great guy. I like Bob a lot. He's real honest. You want a good food review? You want a really honest food review? Bob always gives you the straight skinny on stuff. You can just hit in the center of the thing.
Jets is good, but pricey.
Never had Jets. Never ever. I mean, I've seen it, but I never ate it. That's a lot like what is that? Big Daddies. They're kind of
Mm-hmm.
pricey and mellow mushroom. Now I've had mellow mushroom. I'm not impressed with mellow mushroom. It's any average. Pizza Hut is about the same to me. It really is.
Marie Rita Lockett. Marie
Marita.
is just likes to make riding in a car exciting.
Oh yeah, it's a Rita. It's a white knuckle ride for sure. Oh yeah, it's a white knuckle. We went to
White
a stop
knuckle.
sign once. It was a four-way stop. This was in Tampa.
Why do you
For
have to
because
tell
people like
people?
to hear how you drive, and it's fun, and I get a big kick out. Four-way stop. After about 15, 18 minutes of sitting there, asking me, "Who goes next? Who goes next?" And the cars were just watching us. And after a while, the people behind us were telling her what a wonderful number one driver she is, but they weren't using this index finger. They were using another one of the
Honey, why
digits
do you have to tell them
because it was
that?
fun. And it was fun because I was watching the people across the way, and they're like going scratching their heads, going, "What's going on?" And she's just standing, go, "Who goes next?" And the cars keep going. I wish I would have had my time warp on because she would have been perfectly still, and all these other cars would have gone, bzz, 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 and just Marie be sitting there. And I go, "Okay, been about a half an hour now, and we only live down the street, and we can't get to where we're going."
Okay, that's it.
Okay,
That's
next.
it.
That's my Marie. J. Dell's on pizza. It's on Teaster Lane. Pigeon Forge is good. Yes, it's right across from Mountain Monster, right
N-
behind the wheel, right
No,
in front of Mountain
no,
Monster.
Baldwin. It is getting cold in Ohio. The furnace will be
Already,
running tonight.
but it's May. Oh, well, it's April, May. Really?
It's Mark Morrow. I don't like mellow mushroom pizza.
No, neither do I.
It's Steve
I
Weiss.
found it very watery. Is that what you found too? It's like you pick it up in water, not oil, water from the cheese because it's cheap cheese. That's why cheap cheese it sweats water. Cheap cheese. Good cheese does not sweat water.
Then what does it sweat?
Doesn't sweat at all. It melts. Good real cheese just melts. Cheap water because they infuse water into it to one bring it, give it weight, and to give it volume.
Steve Weiss.
Did you get
Agree.
Jeff camping? Or are you missing a whole bunch of people here?
I think
I think you missed a whole bunch of them. I will definitely keep a closer eye on her from now, no matter where I'm at, because she likes
Dean.
roaming
Okay.
in the fields. Yes, please, Jeff, please do it.
Dean said you would like Mama DeSalvo's in Kettering, Ohio.
I like the name already, Mama DeSalvo.
DeSalvo. It's Stacy
I
Fowler. I
like it.
stayed next to visitors in Townsend the week of Rod Run.
How did you like it?
Dolly Moore said, LOL. Jeff Camping said, let Marie know that what's on your phone is behind from what she is seeing on her phone.
Okay. Yes. I just updated. I'm sorry if I missed people. I'm right now. I'm at Mark Morrow. Exactly.
Exactly.
Jeff Camping, the chats,
The
and
chats.
Beer Belly Dave. How are you, Beer Belly Dave? Make sure
Beer
you go to
Belly
these Beer Belly
Dave.
Dave. Go to their channels, like,
Hi,
comment, and
guys.
subscribe. Please do. I've got so much videotaping to do. And tomorrow, what is tomorrow now? Tomorrow is what?
Saturday.
Is it Saturday? Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. Yeah, I'll be right down there in Wares Valley first thing in the morning. As soon as I drop her off, I'll be videotaping, and I might do some taste testing. I may bring you some stuff home
Oh,
because it's going to
really?
be the food. Yeah, I want to do that. I'll do a little bit of
Um,
food tasting.
not me.
No meat.
I just can't.
I don't think they're going to have Chinese.
I just can't.
I don't think they're going to have Chinese there. Do you have any fish heads here? So it says right on there, barbecue, big beer Billy's barbecue. Do you have any fish heads here?
We have fish in the
I know
fridge.
we got a lot of fish, a lot of shrimp in the freezer. Yes.
It's Stacy Fowler. The motel was awful. People were nice.
What motel did you stay at? I'm not sure.
Dean, more rods, less trucks at
Yeah,
Rod
I
Run.
agree with you, Dean. And that's Dean. That is why I brought up that they should be closing off the roads in Pigeon Forge at the beginning of Pigeon Forge and the end of Pigeon Forge. Route the traffic around. Let the trucks go up to Mountain Monster. Let them show their trucks there. They'll enjoy that. They're good people. They just have something they want to show. Have them go up there, and if there's any other like Jeeps, they can go over in front of REI and have only rods in Pigeon Forge in all the parking spaces in Pigeon Forge. You would double up. Not only would you have just the outside of all the parking spaces, but all the parking spaces in front of the stores. And I know the store owners get a little pissed about this, but I guarantee you, by having people walk the strip, you'll have more transit trade. And that is the key to success in any little town is transit trade, meaning people walking, transit trade. They will tend to go into the stores, not running back to their cars to back out and go to another place and have to find a spot and they drive around to get aggravated and then they go back to their hotel. So you missed out on all that money. You make them walk, they will come. This happens in every town. It's nothing that I thought of. It happens in all the towns USA except Pigeon Forge. Next.
Jeff
Yes.
said tomorrow is Kentucky Derby Day and May Day.
That's the 1st of May. That's right. Kentucky Day. You're right. It's usually a big
Rita
day, too.
Lockett said fish eyes and barbecue.
Fish eye, that's what she would love. Deep fried fish eyes and barbecue sauce. She's in heaven. It
Pam
is a donkey ride to heaven
Pam
for her.
Jones said heat messes with MS.
Yes,
Take
it does,
care.
Pam. It really does.
Oh,
And I
Pam
know
is a
when it's happened.
nurse. Are you a nurse?
I think Pam
I
suffers
think
from that.
she is a nurse.
You're a sufferer or a nurse, but I do. Yeah, I agree with you. I do agree with you. Heat, not in the cold does not. In fact, the colder the better for me. Cold makes me feel really good, really good.
Dean said Woodward Dream Cruise in Michigan, no trucks.
There you go.
It's Stacy said one next to visitor center. I think it's Best Western, not sure. I agree. Closing the road would be better.
Yep. And
That's
it would
Barry.
they could actually Barry they could uh, direct the traffic so much more easy because if they turn left onto Teaster, if they're coming from that direction, you turn left onto Teaster Lane, you could route them around the back, bring them up to the LeConte parking lot, where the people mover is, that new bridge. They can go
Mm-hmm.
up there where there's thousands of parking spaces and the people could walk over that bridge, walk over to LeConte and be just a couple of hundred yards from downtown Pigeon Forge and it's handicap accessible. So even if they're in a wheelchair, they can easily get over to the Rod
Mm-hmm.
Run.
Barry said, I agree. Closing the road would be better.
Yep.
Dalvin Life said, just put the rod shows in one of Dolly Parton's parking
No,
lots.
people won't go because they charge. They tried that, and what happened is they blew themselves out of the water because they started charging, and people are not going to pay to see the rods. That's why the vet show wasn't successful. That's why the Mustang shows aren't successful. You people, you guys that run these things, people aren't going to pay to look at your car, okay? Unless it's some super duper 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 car. It's just a rod. It's just got a big engine, big tires.
Ningles World. Hello,
Ningles
good
World. And
evening.
Pam
Thank
says
you
she
for
has
stopping by.
she has
And Pam
MS.
said, yeah,
She has
Pam
MS.
said she have MS.
Hi, Ningles World. How are you?
Ningles World.
That's an interesting spelling for Maria. That's a new one on me. Just Marie will be fine. Marie, but I like that spelling.
Drake V. Do
Drake V, you're
you
new.
do you like Dollywood? I didn't like it, but I liked Gatlinburg in general.
Um, we've been to Dollywood. If you come to the area, it's a must that you do see Dollywood to see what it's like to experience it. I highly recommend it. But we've had season passes. I haven't bought them this year, and I don't think we bought them last year. We if we want to go to one of the events, we pay to go, and that's it because it's. I don't do the rides, and neither
I
does
don't
she.
I don't do
We don't do
rides.
the rides, and everything else we've seen already. The only thing we really go on is the train. I love riding on the train, but it's not worth me paying 60 something dollars to ride a train. I don't think So,
Barry Cooper said closing the road would eliminate the riffraff
yep,
that were
I
riding
agree.
around causing trouble.
I agree. Because if you had them, give them their space,
More,
and
yeah,
let
yeah.
them go up to the mountain monster up there, which is more of
Mariah.
their caliber of what they're doing, they would not be able to
Mariah.
drive in front of in downtown in Pigeon Forge on the strip. There would be no driving at all, no rod driving or nothing. You show your rod. You want to run it, you take it out, and you go up down the road a piece, but you don't race and go up and down and cause traffic. This way, traffic would flow very smoothly through either Teaster and up to what is that, Veterans Boulevard, or on the other side of um, Pigeon Forge, where you go to the end and you make a left up. What is that, 73? I think it is. Don't quote me on
Mm-hmm.
that. Make a left, and that'll take you back as well. So the traffic would be circling constantly. No one would be stopping. Everyone would be able to go and park somewhere because you could park on the other side, the west side of Parkway. There's plenty of parking back there. Everyone would be happy, fine, and there would be no
Yeah,
shenanigans.
Dalvin Live said Mariah. Drake V
Mariah.
said the rides aren't that great and it's overpriced.
Yeah,
But everything
right.
else in Gatlinburg is paradise. You're so
Yeah,
lucky.
yeah.
Way better than Florida or Illinois where I've lived.
I'll agree with you on that. Now, I haven't been
But
in
at
Illinois,
least,
but Florida,
he
yeah,
lived. That
yeah.
means that he's not there anymore.
Right, right.
Jeff Camping, you're right. Dolly is starting to outprice themselves.
A lot of people can't afford those yearly passes and the 20 or 20. I forget how much. It's 20 or 25 bucks to park. I think that's ridiculous. I think that should be incorporated in the price of your ticket because you can only fit so many people in the park to begin with. So if the parking lot is full, you're going to get their money out of their pockets anyway. It's a lot like Disney. You know, Disney never used to charge for parking, and now they charge.
Are
Was
you
it?
having a headache?
No, just my eyes aren't clear. No, my head is fine. My eyes are fuzzy because I'm looking back and forth, and my glasses aren't as clear as they could be. So anyway, the Disney. I remember when they never charged to park, and then all of a sudden they charged, and I think it's up to what, 25, 30 bucks to park there, maybe even more. I think that's an insult because you're paying almost 100 bucks, if not more, to get in, and then you're going to buy their food and all that stuff. You're going to drop between two people about 500 bucks just to go to Disney, and I think I don't care about.
Steve Weiss said, agree, Drake. Would love to live in West Valley and be that close.
It's
Michael
very nice.
Engel said, hello from Mike and Lisa from Lock Haven,
Hi,
Pennsylvania.
Mike and Lisa. Pleasure to meet you.
Mike
And
and Lisa.
yes, I like that. Thank you for
Good
joining us.
evening.
Good evening to you.
Drake V, how do you feel about our communist leader, Joe
I'm
Biden?
not a fan. That's what you want. I see real problems on the horizon. I was talking to Marie about this before. Our taxes are. I know you don't keep pay attention to stuff, but your taxes have already gone up now, and they're ready to go up again, and they're going to
For
be in.
another, what, 8K?
It's going to be where we were paying 18 when Trump was in office. We're now paying around 26, and it's going to be up around 46.4%, somewhere in that area, according to Kudlow. And that's going to be happening very soon. So, all of you wonderful people that voted him in because you wanted that stupid stimulus check, I told you were going to pay for this. Watch the finger because the finger's moving. You're going to pay for it because you're going to pay for it for in taxes, and you already pay for it in gas. Look how much
But then
gas
you
went up.
said that the children's gonna have what,
Well,
3,500?
they get a tax break, but our, our children, we don't have children anymore. So what good is that going to do me? So people
Yeah.
like you and me that don't have children, or you older people like me, you're not going to benefit from any tax break. Your taxes are going to go up considerably.
Jeff said, geez, when did the parking price go up? Shirley Sohan, Drake V. I feel the same, but please, no
Yeah, I don't
politics.
want to talk about politics. I did that for a living. I got paid a lot of money to do that. And right now, I'm not getting paid to do that.
Ningles World, I cannot fit on the rides.
I almost feel like that too
Why I
sometimes.
don't go? I go float at Splash Country.
Very good. You know what you could do? You can go up to Townsend and do the tubing. Now that would be fun, wouldn't it? Tubing is fun. Townsend is the tubing capital of the world.
Yeah.
World. They got, and the rivers are beautiful. And oh, you love tubing. Everybody loves tubing.
But you said that probably River Rat now is closed.
River Rat closed, and the place next to River Rat closed, but I'm assuming someone else will buy it and put it back up. A lot of these places closed because of the virus, because of COVID. They couldn't keep the doors open. But as the economy, which it is getting better, the economy is getting better, you will be able to see more places flourish because out of the ashes comes new growth. Out of destruction comes growth.
Drake V, what is your favorite mountain coaster?
I don't do many of them, but I do know that the new Rocky Top has got to be the best one there is. So if you want the best, the fastest, the longest, the one with the most twist, Rocky Top coaster on Veterans
Rocky
Boulevard,
Top?
Rocky Top, right next to, almost near Dollywood. It's like within just
Oh,
a
okay.
quarter mile, half a mile from Dollywood. That has got to be the newest, latest, and the greatest.
Mark said, I never knew they had tubing. We will have to check that
Oh,
out.
there's a lot of tubing in Townsend, and it's the only place. Townsend's the only. I don't know why they chose.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why tubing in Townsend because they both begin with T. I don't know. They're the only place that offers tubing, but they have a lot of them. Once you get onto Lamar Alexander Boulevard, which is the highway, that's Highway 73, by the way. That has tubing places all up and down there. They take you up. You can go. Some of them are 3 miles, 6 miles, and 9 miles up the river according on what you want to pay. And then you float down the rivers. You can have a whole day of fun, and they pick you up and they bring you back. It's really cool.
Uh, Jeff Camping said gas came down a little.
Yeah, a
Glad
few
for that.
cents, a few
Yeah.
cents. It did. And you notice why?
Adventure.
Wait, you know why? Because the rod run is over. Watch what happens when the next rod run comes. It'll be up another 20 cents again. These guys are shysters.
Ad, what do you call it? Adventures with
Hey,
Dano.
Adventures with Dana, how are
Hey
you?
Dano, why don't you
Dana.
try tubing? You and Jessica.
Yeah, I bet they have fun
Are
doing that.
are they open now?
What?
The tubing?
It's dark.
No, I mean,
Oh, open? No, not until it gets warmer. Oh
oh,
no, no! Oh, that water. You wouldn't want to sit your butt into that water right now. No, no, no. Too cold.
Drake V. I got bad anxiety when I went to Pigeon Forge because there was too much stuff,
Yeah, I can understand to a degree. Yes, I can.
too much stuff to do,
Yeah, and
and
you don't know what to do first, and you have to
mm,
decide how much traffic you want to deal with while
mm-hmm,
you're. Do I take another hour or two of my day? The
yeah.
best thing is you take the trolley, you get out and walk. My
Dingo's World
walk.
said paying $5 for bottled water is stupid as well.
I agree.
Drake V said, is the tubing the same as water rafting?
Not quite. You don't sit. The tube is basically an inner tube, like a truck inner tube, a donut, and you sit in it. And if you go in a group, you're actually kind of tied. You could be tied off or not tied, tethered or not tethered, and you just float down the river. And it's not fast. It's not going to hurt you.
By
And
yourself?
you can go by yourself, or you can link up to each other, a whole group, and you could all laugh and go down the river. But my suggestion would be always, this is just a suggestion, always be the guy at the front of the tubing in case somebody decides to relieve themselves. You don't want to be the guy at the end of the tubing because in the water, people pee in the water. You don't want to be the guy at the end to go, why did the water get warm all of a sudden? You don't want to be that guy.
It's Steve Weish. I said, I like going to the island in Pigeon
I like
Forge.
that too. We love the island. We go there often. We don't tape it, but we go there often.
Oh, Adventures with Dano. We just got back home, he said.
You're back home, or back at
Yeah,
the
just got
hotel?
back home.
Okay, good. You had a good trip then, I guess. You drove straight through, didn't you? Wow.
Jeff Camping. Rocky is the best, but not the fastest, only because it's totally different ride from the rest.
Yeah, it's longer though, isn't it? Considered the longest ride. I would think
Mm.
probably the Alpine is probably the fastest. Wouldn't you agree, Jeff? The one on Where's Valley Road, next to Goats on the Roof.
Yeah, the Alpine coaster is so high up
Yeah, that
too.
one's high. That one's
Mm.
really high. The Goat coaster, it's okay. It's a little short, a little quick, a little short. Didn't last long enough for me.
Jeff and Jeff and Dano are saying hi to each other.
Hello, hi, 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 hi,
Mark Morrow, oops,
hi, hiya, hiya,
and
hiya. What?
laugh. Northeast Ken, LOL.
Hi, how are you? You were
Always
with us
drink up a
before.
stream.
Yeah, always drink up. But the problem is you got to know exactly where it begins because you could still be downstream even though you think you're upstream because you don't know who's up ahead of you. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
drink out of the stream because I always have that thought: who's up there and what are they doing?
033 Randy. Hey,
Hey, Randy,
Randy.
how are you?
Adventures with Dano. We loved it. Really cool meeting you guys.
Thank
Jess
you.
says hello. Hello, Jess.
Hello, Jess. Did you guys, you all burned out? You're all tired from the drive and doing all the silly fun stuff?
Jeff said the Alpine is the longest and the Goat is the fastest.
The goat is the fastest?
Really?
I didn't think so. I mean, the couple of the curves, but there was only like three curves. I really wanted it to
Well, you probably need to try that.
I will. Can't
Drake,
go with her.
no, not with me.
Ma Pa Kettle here. This one here. Curb
Drake
crawler.
V. What's the most affordable town within or near the Smoky Mountains? I might want to move there when I'm all done with school.
Hands down, Townsend is your best move right now. Forget about Pigeon Forge.
For right
Forget
now.
for right now. I can't guarantee what's going to happen in a year or two. Uh, as far as Wares Valley, forget about it. The prices have skyrocketed and there's no end in sight. Pigeon Forge, forget about it. Too crowded, and you're not going to find any quality there. You're going to find a lot of older homes that may be nice, but you're not going to find anything new. Sevierville is another great place to go, but you're a little far away from the mountains. But
Mm-hmm.
you can still find some affordable housing in Sevierville.
Cook County is cheap too.
Yeah, it's too far away from the Smoky Mountains. That's the
Yeah.
only
And Jefferson County
too
is
far away
cheap.
from cheap, but that's not near the mountains. The
Oh,
only
okay.
places that are near the mountains are uh, Sevier County, some of Knox County, heading into Knoxville, and then you start going to Dandridge and stuff out there.
Bainbridge and
but Dandridge has a bit of a drug problem that they haven't quite gotten a handle on yet.
yeah, you better
You got
check out
please
online.
check out, please, before you move. Do what I did and do what other people have done to them. Not the only one. You go online, you find out the crime rate, the drug rate, the theft rate, the rape rate, the murder rate, and you can get it. It's absolutely free. Just go online and search it out, and that's how we found that Sevierville and especially Wares Valley has like zero crime. I mean, maybe somebody steals a goat once in a while from here or a cow or whatever, but there's no crime. There's no crack babies up here. There's no gangs. They wouldn't last a minute up here. The good old boys up here, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, you're gonna find yourself in some serious trouble.
Jeff Camping, no Rocky Top is the longest.
Locky Top is the one. I thought so.
Um,
I might enjoy it.
Dano said Jess is super sunburned.
I
She
bet
looks
you
like a
would.
fried lobster.
I bet.
Mark says, Mark Morrow, which coaster is the best in Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge?
I would say the newer ones here in Pigeon Forge are much better. They were designed. They're
The one in the
now
Rowdy
wait,
Bear.
no, the other one, the new one at Anakista, I have not been on yet. And what is that one called? The one in Anakista, the one that's going to open in a couple of days.
Ah, I forgot.
That's on our video. That, by the way, that's coming up too. I got so many videos to do for you guys, and I want you to see them. And and none of them have any eating except Miss Marie eating an ice cream cone. And she we had to go
Uh,
up 86 steps, and she whined every step.
and you find
86
that,
every step. But at the
why
top
is
she
it
goes,
that you find that,
it's very funny. It is
amusing?
amusing, and I had to buy her an ice cream cone in order
You
to
don't
get
have,
up those 86
it's
steps.
like you're bribing me or
I
something.
had to bribe her.
You're not
I said, "Come
bribing
on, let's
me.
go." I'm the old man here. I'm 66 years old. She's
So,
49. I should be like somebody should be carrying me up. I should have an easy lift chair going up there, and she's going, "Ow, ow, ow!" And I kept hearing it sound like somebody was stepping on a cat's tail. Ow, 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 all the way up.
Northeast 10, love the Rosie video. You replaced the bird feeder yet?
Yes, I did. Got another. I had bought two the other day, and the one lasted 10 minutes, and I got another one. But I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm taking it in now. I take it in at night. I put it out for the birds in the day because Rosie never comes up during the day. Never, ever, ever comes up during the day. Bears don't come out and forage in the day. They forage mostly early in the morning or late at night. She's notorious for coming here at night. So there is no bird feeder out there. So for you tree huggers out there,
The
the
haters.
haters, yeah, you latte lefties out there, the bird feeder is in the house right now. There's nothing out there for her to eat. She'll starve to death, and I hope that you sleep well.
Barry Cooper at Dano. Does Jess look like a red lobster from Sevierville?
Oh, she looked real red when we were at the meet and greet, and you hadn't even gone out in the sun much, so I felt
Nancy
bad for you,
Kraken.
Jess.
Hi, Jeff and
Hi,
Maria. Hello,
Nancy. How are
Nancy.
you?
Good
Good,
evening.
pleasure to see you again once again.
Adventures with Dano. Not that bad, Barry.
Not that.
Jeff Camping. Rocky Top in Pigeon Forge, but I haven't done any in Gatlinburg myself. Dalvin Life. Were you a part of the music scene in Nashville?
No, I was not. No, no, I
It's
was a rocker.
Tommy.
Tommy is for
T,
sure.
T and me.
Tommy is on the Circle Network. He is the front musician you see playing the steel guitar and the dobro.
T and
Uh,
me
T and Me
adventures.
Adventures. Check out their site and please subscribe to them and let them know that you're a big follower here. Childress.
Hold on a minute. Dalvin Life. Where Drake V. If you like the mountain coasters, you'd probably like the water coasters at Holiday World. Where is
Yeah, some of
that?
them I do like. It's not around here.
Oh.
I do like some of the water coasters. They don't have them here though.
Oh, it's the Rail Runner. Kevin F
The
said
Rail Runner.
Rail
Now I
Runner.
haven't been on that. It looks scary
It's
as heck.
closed when we went there.
Yeah, they're working on it. They have some repairs to do. They said in a week or so it's going to be up, but it looks really steep.
Mark Morrow said that's anywhere out in the country in Tennessee.
Yeah.
33 Randy. Rocky Top is pretty cool because it's in section. Nancy Kraken. Jeff, I got a cabin Pigeon Forge at Caroline Cove. Wait, is that a nice place?
Oh, give me a Carolyn Cove Way. I'm not familiar with Carolyn Cove. What is it near? Did she say where that was again? Pigeon
No, she
Forge?
Pigeon Forge.
Mm,
Where is that nearby?
yeah, give me another lamb. Marco T and Me Adventures have great. Yeah, Tommy and Teresa do some great stuff. Teresa just got a GoPro 9, and she's starting to really make that thing hum. I like that. It's a good camera, and I think she's a videographer that she's done this as a trade. She knows what she's doing.
Drake V said best pizza in the Smokies.
Mm. Just go with J Dell's because I know it's the best so far. Now I'm not saying it's going to be always, but that is darn good pizza.
Rita Lockett said that I deserve ice cream after climbing those steps.
Yeah, it's only
The chil-
86 steps.
the children's adventures. That's really cool. Your age difference. Me and Rob have the same age difference between us. Oh,
Really?
really?
And so I'm assuming that
Wow.
Rob is older than you, that you're not older because you don't look old at all. Yeah, I haven't robbed the cradle like some people. Even what was that? Who was it? Barb and
Phil?
Bill. He
Phil.
had, Phil.
Phil? Is it
Phil.
Phil?
It's thought that I was robbing the cradle until I told him. I said she's
Robbing
49
the
years old.
cradle.
Robbing the cradle. She's not a spring chicken. I didn't take some high school kid. She's a mature woman. You know,
Nancy Kraken. Maria, did you get Rocky ice cream yesterday? No,
they didn't have any.
they didn't have
They didn't
any.
have Rocky Road, and
I
you
do
would
have
think
a Rocky Road here in the
she
house.
does have Rocky Road in that freezer right now. Yeah, yeah, I know.
Dalvin Life. Scotty Sanders was my best friend growing up.
Oh, yeah, he's passed on.
Mark Morrow. TNW Adventures have great videos.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin, Pinball Museum, worth visiting.
Never been to the Pinball Museum. I don't know.
Children's Adventures, North Carolina.
Yeah, that's where
The
the
thing.
water slides are and stuff. A lot of
Uh,
them up that way.
Drake V. What did you do before you retired?
Yeah. It was in
A lot
radio
of
and
a lot of
television.
things.
A
A
lot
lot of
of Yeah, I've
things.
done a lot of things, but most of my life was radio. I owned two radio stations. I did a radio show for 35 years. I did TV shows in Tampa Bay, The Great Outdoors, and Dockside Dining. What else did I do? I also raised wild animals at Silver Springs and Weeki Wachee for many years.
You better just tell them because I might say
Yeah,
something
you
bad.
definitely would.
Yeah.
I toured with a band for 9.5 years, a rock band when I was a lot younger. I've been a dog catcher. I have been so many things. I've owned jewelry stores, a lot of things. Owned clothing stores. Man, there's a whole list of stuff. The
Yeah.
whole list of. I've had a very fruitful life, and I'm very thankful for it. I've learned a lot of things, and one thing that I try to pass on to you is don't settle. Never settle for the middle. Never settle for anything. All of you have the ability to do anything you want to do if you want to. Don't let people define who you are. Don't let them define what is right and what is wrong, what is morally right or what is you.
I listened to him.
You do what your heart tells you to do. As long as it's legal, you do it. Don't let people tell you can't do it. Because when anybody told me in my family I can't do something, I would prove them wrong so fast that their heads spun. They said I'd never own a radio station. I own two, just to really put it in their face. I said, "Oh, really? Here's the first one. Now there's the second one. I'm closing on the second one." Somebody said I couldn't get my first house. Bought my first house with no money. I used someone else's money. Then I wound up owning the whole street when I was done,
Okay,
just to
there's a
prove
lot
them.
of people here.
Okay, go ahead. And then it's already after 9, so go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm
This
pontificating.
this man is a young looking 66 years
Thank you.
old.
And I do not use hair dye. This is my real hair, and it is going bald.
The Children's Adventure said, I'm no spring chicken either. Drake V.
Yes, you
Wax
are.
Museum worth visiting.
Yeah, if you like those things, why not? It's one of those things that you have to see it once in order to say, yeah, yeah, definitely.
Steve Weish. If you like pinball, Kevin F. Yes, you load up a card and swipe each pinball machine you want to play.
Yeah, those days of putting quarters in, they're over. And I used to love hearing the sound of the quarters in the machine. Now you just take a card and you swipe it.
Adventures with Dano said hey to Childress.
Yes, they're good
Kevin
people.
F. G2G. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for the stream.
Yeah, it's already 9:15. We do need to sign off now.
It's
We've been
Steve
on for quite a
Weiss.
while.
Jeff, what radio station in Tampa Bay?
I won't say because the guy wants that private, but they're in
Yeah,
the Tampa Bay area. They're major metropolitan radio stations, and
the Children's
they
Adventures
were making lots of money when I sold them, so that made me lots of money.
at Adventures with Dano. Hello. Nancy Kraken, what is the best coaster to go to?
It depends. If you're looking for speed, the consensus says that Goats is the fastest. Next in line would probably be the Alpine. The longest would be Rocky Top. But that's a preference. Now I'm not telling you that's a fact. I would go to all three of them. That's the best way is to do all three of them, and then you can decide which one was best.
Pinball Museum on Vegas Strip, and you can play the machine. Um, Mark said, when me and my wife first started watching your videos, my wife thought you had robbed the cradle.
Yeah,
I
thank you. Appreciate that.
thank you.
No, and she looks great for 350 years old, doesn't she? Yeah.
I told her how old Miss Marie was. She said, "Wow, she looks so young."
Mm-hmm.
Why you told them how old am I?
Yeah, you're 49. I just told them. See,
Why did you tell them?
because I don't want people to think that I'm a cradle robber. She looks good because a lot of times Asians look really good as they get older, and she takes good care of herself. But one thing she doesn't wear is makeup. That there's no makeup on this girl's face. That's her normal, beautiful face, and she'll look this great when I'm
I
all.
sometimes do wear makeup, but
Occasionally
not
she
on the
will.
face
No, she'll put some eyeliner on and stuff. Then she looks really hot. Really hot.
because
When I look like the crypt keeper, she'll still look good. I'll be, hello, honey. Yeah,
it's
come
Steve
here, sweetheart.
it's Steve Weish, LOL at Childress. You look like a spring chicken to us 50 overs.
Yes, yeah, I bet, I bet.
Nancy Kraken, my husband and I are 12 years apart. It's what's in the heart that counts, not the age.
100%. Well, there is a legal limit. You got to, you know what I mean? But yes, there is. It doesn't say it's got to be a year or two apart. No, it doesn't work like that. It
Isn't
usually
it
does.
that when you're on YouTube, you don't tell them the age because of what do you call
Oh
it?
no, you don't have to worry about that because they can't figure anything out. It's pretty hard. I mean, they could try to, but what good is that? We don't. I'm not worried about that. There's certain things I will not say because I
I,
know they're out
I'm sorry,
there.
it's just because we're what do you call
We're
it?
very private.
Not only that, we're preventing the people from
Oh yeah, I'm
the
preventing
theft
from hacking, and I don't want anybody
hacking. Yeah.
stealing my life, my livelihood away. Oh God, you're beautiful, Marie, and Jeff. You just Jeff. I know, I know.
What's the least busy month for Gatlinburg?
Right now it's not going to be unbusy until next season. It right now is always a good time. May is always a wonderful time. June isn't bad. You start getting the kids. End of May, beginning of June, you start getting the summer break. July, it's everybody's here for excuse me for their vacations. So
What is that
September would
before
also
winter?
be. September is good because they go back. Excuse me, they'll go back to school. So most people have done their vacations for summer. So anywhere May, some of June, and September,
I
those are your
love
best times.
October.
And I love October. That's my favorite.
Dean, it still play the pinball machines and old games with quarters on Vegas Strip.
Yeah, I bet because there's a sound. It's the nostalgia. I agree. They should.
Jeff Camping, yes, all three coasters.
Yeah, do all three coasters. It's
The
not that
Children's
bad.
Adventures at Nancy Kraken.
Jeff's pretty too. No, I'm not. Hi,
I agree.
Sailor.
I agree wholeheartedly. It's what's in your heart that matters.
I agree. Yeah.
Mark Morrow, we heard you tell her age at the last meetup.
Yeah.
LOL.
Well, because I've had a lot of comments and some dirty looks too, and we get them all the time when we're walking around. People give me that you dirty old man, you cradle, and the guys are going, yeah, yeah, buddy. And the wife goes, the pinch or the nudge in the side.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Adventures with Dano. You're beautiful, Marie and Jeff. LOL.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. She keeps me young.
Nancy Kraken, age does not matter. People need to get over it as long as they're happy.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I always say. Thank you.
I get him.
Nancy,
Yeah.
Drake V, the Red Rooster pancake place was not good. Oh, really?
Yeah, no, that I've heard that a couple of more people. Um,
Really?
Listen to me. If you want good breakfast, you go to All About the Smokies and listen to Bob. Okay, Bob has it figured out. He's the pancake breakfast king of this area. All About the Smokies. He'll give you a good, honest review of what's good and what's not good. And he's like a pancake connoisseur. So if that's what your thing is. Also, on another note, let me flip the coin. I was in. I'm just down the street from Wares Valley. Go to Grandmother's Kitchen. It's a small little place, clean, clean like a hospital clean. Great people, and they'll cook you up one heck of a breakfast there for a really reasonable price. I'm talking hamburgers were $6 or $7 for these big giant burgers. You can't go into Pigeon Forge and ask for a $5 and $6, $7 hamburger. They'll laugh you out of the place. 15, 18, $20. Yeah. Go to Grandmother's Kitchen or any of the restaurants that are
Are
up
they
there.
open at breakfast time?
Oh yeah, she's open breakfast time. Oh yeah,
Oh,
they got the lucky. I know.
honey.
I got now. You see, now I got to get bribed again. Yeah.
Mark Morrow. Where is the nicest RV resort?
There's a lot of nice RV. Now it depends on what you're looking for as far as views and area. Pigeon Forge RV Resort is a wonderful place. Then you've got the Smoky Ridge just up the street from us here, a wonderful place with a view of the mountains that is so breathtaking. I have to slow down as I go by it because I am so impressed with the view. Smoky Mountain Ridge, and then Cove Mountain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cove Mountain, and then you've got uh, a gateway to the
Gateway to the
Smokies. That's
Smokies.
in Pigeon Forge. Go to our videos. Go look under our playlist for RVs, camping, and travel trails, and we'll give you a really good lowdown and pictures of what the place looks like.
Angela, hello you all. Hello,
Hello,
good
Angela.
evening.
Pleasure to see you.
Jeff Camping, yeah. Red Rooster let me down on my last trip also. Drake V, what would you say good work down in the Smoky Mountains is? I'm only 17 and I want to plan my life out somewhere that I will enjoy.
There's lots of work right here now. Now, being you're only 17, of course you can't ask for the high dollars, but I can tell you one thing: you come up here, there's plenty of jobs.
The tracks.
What
The tracks for jobs. What do you call
tracks?
it? The track. There were guys that are.
Oh, they're all hiring. They're always hiring. The tracks are always hiring. They can't keep people there, and I don't understand why. You come up here, there's a job waiting for you. Any one of these places.
Or be a ticket ticket receiver, ticket
He
counter.
don't know. He's a guy. Girls do that stuff.
Oh,
Take a
um, Dan Chafin. I'm 9 years older than my wife.
but that's pretty standard, you know.
Mark Morrow, LOL. Jeff Camping. A lot of nice RV places in
Yeah,
Pigeon
Jeff, you know
Forge.
that, and I think I turned you on to a few of them. And if you get a chance, I'm telling you, go up Wares Valley. There's some really beautiful RV resorts up there. You will not be in the traffic, but you'll only be 6 miles from Pigeon Forge.
Nancy Kraken. Where's the best place to get a brim hat?
Ooh, a brim hat.
Three Bears? Do they have it?
They have some hats. I don't know about brim, but she's asked for really special stuff.
Oh,
Uh,
Pigeon.
what?
What is that store in Old Mill where you said it's all New York?
Oh, yeah. Old Mill has a place that has brim hats. Thank you. right in the little shop area of
Mm-hmm.
Old Mill.
Old Mill.
You kind of have to go in. It's like a little U-shaped, but check them out. They got some nice stuff there.
Yeah, they're from New York.
Yeah, they're good stuff. Yeah, they're from New York. New York.
Mark Morrow, you go, Dan. Cheryl Kakaram. Yeah, agree, love Bob's videos.
Yeah, he's good.
Mark Morrow, I saw that video today. I'm definitely going there next time we are there. Um, Adventures Rodano said it's delicious, Mark. Jeff Camping, I am kicking myself for not going there Thursday morning before I left. I am definitely going next time I'm there, that grandmother's kitchen.
Yeah, well, I understood why you were leaving because the weather was coming in, and it didn't. It wasn't very long after you left, Jeff, that the weather did come in. It rained pretty hard for a while, but it went quickly.
The children's adventures really enjoyed the pancakes from Little Black Bear
Little
Cafe
Black Bat Cafe.
on
Wow,
the
that's a
core.
tiny place. That's right in Pigeon Forge.
Oh,
That's
okay,
right at the Teaster and what
on
is
the
it?
corner of Twister Lane and Veterans
Veterans
Boulevard.
Boulevard. It's right
Thank you
there.
for mentioning that.
Thank you.
Remember, you told
It's a
me that we're
little
gonna we're
place.
gonna stop
We're
by
gonna stop.
there.
I keep forgetting, and I mean, it can't. It's about the size of grandmothers. It's
Okay,
about you can only fit a
and it's
handful of people.
children's. It's family owned, right? And they
It's the
make
one
their
guy. Yeah,
own.
they make everything
Oh.
right there. I mean, you just watch the guy cooking right there.
Mark Morrow, Adventures with Dano. Did you do a video of that restaurant? The Children's Adventures located in Pigeon Forge. It's Steve Wise. Good night, all. Have a great
Yeah, it's
weekend.
time for us to go too. I could stay up and talk all night, but I really have some editing to
Right
do. I
back.
really need to do editing. Otherwise, I won't have any
Sherry
videos for you
Yates, hello.
guys.
How are you
Hi,
tonight?
Sherry.
Angela, have you eaten at Carver's Apple Restaurant in Cosby? I'm hearing it's
No,
great.
I haven't eaten anywhere in Cosby. That's just not like a tourist area, but I'll check it out.
Mark
There's not
Morrow,
much
I've
there.
never heard of that restaurant, Angela. We'll have to check that one out
Yeah,
also.
Cosby is a
Thank
ways
you.
away from here. It's not really close. You have to go outside of way outside of Gatlinburg and Sevierville. It's up in the mountains.
Adventures with Dano at Mark. Pork chop with sausage gravy. Biggest pancake ever. Everything was good.
Where was this?
Probably at the farm, the Ogle farm,
I
the
don't know.
Ogle.
Ask him what it was.
Where is it, Dano?
Jeff Camping. I did Three Bears store also. First time been there. Yeah, it's a trip. The place is a real trip. They got
Oh
bears
yeah,
in
the
there.
Five Oaks.
Five
Five
Oaks.
Oaks, the farm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the farm. Yeah. They got every place outside of
They're
Pigeon
good too.
Forge. Go out of Pigeon Forge if you want breakfast, because not that they're bad. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm saying attention. It just they can't give you the attention to detail of a good breakfast. If you go outside of Pigeon Forge, the people will you'll get a better breakfast, more time to eat. You won't feel rushed. Okay. All right, we got
Oh,
to go. It's 9:30.
it's time to go.
It's really time to go. And I love all you guys for being here with us tonight. Don't forget, we'll be on Sunday. And Sunday is going to be, I don't say anything, it's going to be special. All right? It's going to
Thank
be
you for
special.
watching and chatting with us tonight.
Yes. And of course, we will do it again. Keep, please, I haven't think I've said it. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please. We have a goal. You know, kind of know what it is now. We have a goal. Help us get there so we can all share this together. And I promise you great things. You want that
And
spaghetti dinner? Do you want that spaghetti and garlic and those meatballs? Well, you got to get us there. That's bribery.
um I just want to say to Larry Greenman, thank you for
Yeah.
stopping by.
And get better.
Get better.
Okay.
Get.
Convalesce, rehab, and get up here to the mountains. I'll drive you around if I have to. Okay. I'll be more than glad to do that. Spend a day with you. I would be honored. Okay, guys, thank you for joining us on Station TV, your virtual getter. I was looking for the button while I was doing it. That's such a small little button. I can't even hardly see it. That's the
Where
button
is
to
it?
turn it. That little X right up there. I can
Oh,
hardly see it. But we'll see you again Sunday night at 7:30. Thanks for joining us tonight. Bye bye, y'all.
bye bye.